myself, man, if I could just get him, I could just prove to everyone that I'm just as good as him. And I'm looking at all the girls now I'm flexing like, yeah, you see that? I got this. And the music's going on in my head, and I'm probably going in slow motion, hoping that it's going to end like a movie. And as I'm going like this, about to release the ball, in comes the dodgeball, and Amon caught me right in the face. See, I was so annoyed because I love dodgeball. I love playing. Every time it was time for recess, it would be the first thing I'd run to. But I remember after losing that game, being so annoyed, thinking, man, I'm never going to win. I mean, I make it to the end, but I'm never going to win, so I might as well just sit out. I don't really feel like playing anymore. I really don't feel like looking like a loser every time Amon is up. Now, if he was sick, maybe I would step in because maybe I have a chance of winning. But for the most part, I would just sit out on the sidelines. And I remember people would say, all right, I got Chris on my team. And I would be like, nope, I'm not playing. Go to the next person. Go to the next person. I'm not playing this game. See, because it would mess with me that I couldn't win. And after a while, people would ask me, what's going on? Why are you doing that? Why don't you just play the game? I'd be like, man, I'm just tired. You know what I mean? I did like 500 push-ups before we got in here. My arms, they're really sore right now. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm looking jacked, right? Like, I would just make up these excuses because I was nervous, because I didn't want to get back into the game. I mean, I wanted to get back in the game, but I got in my own way. I didn't allow myself to play the game. And I would always say, next. And I remember to this day thinking about it, man, had I got back into the game, I probably could have won, but there were so many different times for recess where I just sat out. And I was trying to go through this in my mind. I was actually thinking about this the other day. And I'm going through all the motions of trying to figure out all the strategy. And I'm thinking to myself, was it not that I was in the top physical shape because I was? Was it not that I had cat-like reflexes because I did? I mean, I was like a panther. It wasn't that I was good looking because, come on. But as I started to go through it, I realized something. I realized that in dodgeball, you have to learn how to play offense and defense at the same exact time. And I was never able to master that. Because as you were throwing balls out, you had to realize that there could be something coming at your way. And there wasn't just a time for offense and a time for defense like baseball or basketball or football. You always had to be on your toes, and you had to be able to master this. See, Amon, he was able to master this. I wasn't. I wasn't able to master this concept or understand what it is that I was really supposed to be doing while I was doing it. Now, maybe we would talk about it, and I would talk back, but I never really could do both at the same time. And what hit me as I was just thinking about this random thought, it's the same way in Christianity. It's the same way in leadership. You always have to be on the offense and the defense at the same exact time. If you want to be a leader, if you want to be successful, you have to go for it, and you have to play hard on your offense. But you have to know that there are going to be people attacking you as you move forward. No one's just going to sit back and say, oh man, he's moving forward. Let me sit back and not doing anything. People are going to come and they're going to try to take you out. There is an enemy. There is a devil. He knows what you're trying to do for the name of the Lord. He gets angry when he hears people worship God on a Friday night when they should be all out in a club, when there's a couple of hundred people in the building like there is tonight. That bothers him. And when he hears you rejoicing, and when he hears you talking about flipping this world upside down and making a mark on this generation, he's saying, I'm not going to just sit there and allow that to happen. But you might be saying, well, Chris, well, that's for leaders. I'm not a leader. I'm just a Christian. Well, you know what? The two go hand in hand, because as you follow Christ, there's supposed to be other people following you. It's follow me as I follow Christ. So whether you want to call yourself a leader or not, if you call yourself a Christian, if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and you stepped into this thing, then without signing up for it, you became a leader, like it or not. So instead of trying to realize, well, how could I own this thing? Understand that you better own it, and you better run with it, and you better understand this concept of being on offense and defense at the same time. But let me explain something to you. As you go on to play this game, as you stand there at the line attacking the enemy, that same team that you started off with, I mean, in the beginning, they were all riled up. Yeah, we're going to take them out. Yeah, we're going to kill some people. We're going to throw some heads off today. As the game progresses, you start looking to your left and to your right, and you realize the same people that started off in this game, they're off on the sidelines sitting out because they got hit, because they got wounded. And they think because of their wounds, they can't get back in the game. Now, there's some of them we can encourage and help get them back up. But then there's the other ones, like me, that counted myself out. I can't get back in that game. It's too difficult. I can't win. I can't do this. But imagine that. As I'm in the game by myself trying to catch these dodgeballs as they're coming at me, but then I'm calling you back in and you don't realize it. Or you're saying next, go to the next person. But I'm saying there's not enough people. The workers are few. There's not enough people to ask to come in. I need you to come in. No, I already failed. I already got hit. I can't get back in there. I'm going to mess up. And it's like that in leadership. It's like that in our Christian